the hen that laid the golden eggs after 70 years of existence and global impact. On Friday, the 6th of October 2023, we shall all show our appreciation to KNUST by making financial donations to the university towards a noble cause in an innovative online fundraising initiative that is dubbed the KNUST Day of Giving. Our target is to raise 200 million Ghana cedis to build a 2,000 bed space hall of residence at KNUST to solve one of the biggest problems of our students and management: accommodation on campus for students. I am therefore calling on the magnanimity of all alumni, industry and business partners, staff, students, and all friends of KNUST to kindly make financial donations electronically in any major currency on the KNUST Day of Giving. I am extremely pleased to announce to you that you are an automatic champion for this great and noble assignment. Please let us endeavor to rally as many people as possible to create this big supporting wave to make a huge impact on this global KNUST Day of Giving. No donation is too small. Thanks so very much, and do stay blessed for deciding to give to support the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. KNUST Day of Giving. Please do not be left out. Hashtag KNUST Day of Giving. Thank you.
Any of the schools here is a single-sex school, so I'm not happy. There should at least have been some ladies. They will come. Okay, then maybe. But if at the end of the round I don't see ladies, I won't be happy with you people. It's okay. So welcome to today's contest. Today, this evening, we would have Divine Grace Academy, the Youngsters International School, Unique Child International School compete for a single slot to represent, to be part of the, which will represent Greater Accra region at the Nationals. I wish you all the best in this contest. So we'll go through Divine Grace Academy is represented by
I'm Fiagome Prince. I'm Som Emmanuel.
the Youngsters International School.
Akofo Kobi. Apia Shalom.
Unique Child International School.
Agbenya Prince. Chris Dankwa.
That's great, and I'm happy to have you here, though you are not representing my other people I support. I'm so much interested in ladies in STEM, so that's where I am biased towards. So, we'll continue. In this round, we'll begin with round one, and then that's the fundamentals round. And in this round, we'll have questions from chemistry, biology, physics, ICT, and mathematics. If a school should answer a question correctly, you would be awarded with 3 points. If it's incorrectly answered, it's going to be available as a bonus for the other 2 schools to compete. So for a bonus, it is only 1 school that can get it. It's not going to be passed on. I hope that's clear. So you compete by not require calculations and 40 seconds to answer questions that require calculations. Each school would have a maximum of 2 attempts for their main questions and 1 attempt for a bonus. So in the case of your main question, it is either the time or the attempts. So which one comes first? Okay. Then bonus questions are open to the other 2 schools to compete for by ringing the buzzer. Then failure to press the buzzer when it is a bonus question. Failure to press the buzzer before answering the bonus question will nullify your answer. There's no point will be scored even if you are right. I hope that's very clear. All right, so let's test our buzzers. Unique Child. The Youngsters. Okay. The Youngsters, you can try again. And then we will proceed in the first set of questions. Preamble to all schools. You are to mention the parts of the following plants that is used for propagation or reproduction. Divine Grace. Banana.
Saka.
Saka is correct. Rhizome is also correct. You have to solve the following questions. Unique Child. A pendulum is released from a height of 1 meter. Calculate its potential energy at the highest point of its swing. Released from a the potential energy.
2 joules.
2 joules is correct. An object with a mass of 2 kilograms, is lifted to a height of 8 meters. Calculate its potential energy at that height. Mass is 2 kilograms, height 8 meters. You have to calculate potential energy. Divine Grace. A roller coaster car with a mass of 500 kilograms is at the top of a hill that is 40 meters high. Calculate its potential energy at that point.
20,000 joules.
No.
200,000 joules.
That is correct. You are to list 2 pollutants each of the following. 2 pollutants each.
Carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide.
Come again.
Carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide.
I'll give that to you.
oil, and animal decay.
No. Land.
Solid refuge and
No. So for Divine Grace, I was expecting waste from industries, excess nutrients in the soil, pathogens, petroleum products, acid rain, child, sewage, industrial wastes, crude oil, spillage, and Divine Grace Academy. List 2 health hazards associated with the use of ICT tools.
Being touching the floor and not drinking in the laboratory.
No. Unique child.
waist pain and back pain.
For bonus, I won't give it to you. For a bonus, I won't give it. Two importance of storage devices.
For data backup, for future reference.
Yes, I'll give it to you. Folder.
The access of files.
No, we have given ball. You are to arrange the given fractions in either descending or ascending order. Unique child. In a baking show, 3 contestants were tasked with using fractional amounts of butter for their pastries. They used 7/12, 5/9, 8 and 8/15 cups respectively. Arrange the amount of butter they used in ascending order. In this case, I'll give you only one attempt. Bonus. Divine grace.
4/12, 8/15, and 5/9.
No. I'll come back to that. The youngsters, your question. During a clearance event, 3 items had price reductions of 3/7, 4/9, and 2/5 of their original prices. Arrange the reductions in descending order to determine which item had the largest price drop. Divine grace.
2/5, 3/7, 4/9.
No. Divine Grace Academy, your question. In a swimming competition, 3 athletes finished the swimming segment in 6/11, 7/13, and 5/8 of the best recorded time. Arrange the athletes' times in ascending order to determine who swam closest to the best time.
7/13, 6/11, 5/8.
No. Bonus. Unique child.
5/8, 7/13, and 6/11.
No. So for the first question, I was expecting 8/15, 5/9, and 7/12. Then the second 4/9, 3/7, 2/5. And the last one was 5/8, 6/11, and 7/13. Preamble to all schools. You said what?
5/8, 6/11, 7/13.
Please check. We'll check and then see. Okay. We'll check if that's what you said. Okay. Preamble to all schools. You are to provide a function of the following parts of a flower. The Youngsters International School. Petal.
It attracts insects to pollinate the help to carry pollen grains. It attracts insects.
That's correct. Divine Grace. Sepal.
Sepal protect the background of a flower and undeveloped bud.
Protect what?
Undeveloped bud.
Undeveloped bud. Okay, I'll give it to you. Protects the developing flower in the bud. Okay, all right. Unique child, receptacle.
It connects the flower to the stem of the plant. Stem or branch of the plant.
No. The function. Divine Grace.
It joins the stalk of a flower to the plant.
No. So it holds nectar and pollen for pollination process. That's its function. Or the seventh round of questions. Divine Grace, your question. Bag of cotton and an iron bar, each indicating a mass of 100 kilograms when measured on a weighing machine. In reality, one is heavier than the other. Can you say which one is heavier and why?
Both has the same mass, so they are all equal.
No. You have. Okay. Yes.
The iron bar has higher density than the bag of cotton, so it makes it heavier.
I'll give it to you for a bonus. Unique child. Unique child. If I drop a hammer and a feather on the moon, which one will fall to the ground first?
The hammer will fall to the ground first
Why?
The hammer has a larger mass, giving it a larger weight as compared to that of the feather.
No. Who pressed the buzzer first? Was it your sound? Okay. Divine Grace.
All will fall at the same time because falling depends on gravity, not the mass of the object. All fall at the same time because it depends on the gravity.
So for a bonus, I won't give it to you. You are very partially right, but your why is very wrong. Okay, it depends on air resistance, not gravity. There's gravity on the moon. There's gravity on the moon. I hope you get me. All right, so that is why I wouldn't give it to you, because that's what's key to it. All right. The youngsters, what happens to the springs fixed to the seat of a bicycle when people sit on it?
They compress
Why?
because of the compressional force they possess.
What possesses?
The spring they compress because of the compressional force in the spring, it compresses. When a heavy weight.
It's okay. For your main question, I'll give you 1 out of 3. Okay. You are talking of compressional force of the spring. Okay, you are talking of compressional force of the spring. I know where that one is for. Okay, so when, yes, people sit on it, it compresses the spring because of the force which is being exerted on the spring. I hope that's okay. All right. Preamble. The following questions are statements. You are to state whether they are true or false. These questions cannot be passed on as bonus. Unique child. A parallelogram always has equal sides and equal angles.
False.
That is correct. The youngsters. The perimeter of a rectangle is equal to twice its length plus twice its width.
True.
That is correct. Divine Grace. The formula for the area of a trapezoid is into brackets 1/2 brackets close times sum of the lengths of the two bases bracket times height.
True.
That is correct. The youngsters. Carbon dioxide can be used in the production of soft drinks.
True.
That is correct. Divine Grace. Compounds can be separated by physical means.
False.
That is also correct. Unique child. The columns of the periodic table are called rows.
False.
That is correct. Divine Grace. A single spreadsheet can contain multiple worksheets or tabs.
False.
Unfortunately, it's true. Unique child. It is not possible to link data between multiple cells or worksheets in a spreadsheet application.
False.
That is correct. And the last question of the round. The youngsters. Spreadsheet applications can perform date and time calculations.
True.
And on this note of true, that is correct, we come to the end of this round. So Divine Grace. You didn't give me the right answer. You didn't give me your right answer. We checked. Is that okay? All right. So at the end of round 1, Divine Grace Academy has 15 points. The Youngsters International School, 25 points. Unique Child International School, 18 points. We move to the second round, which is the fastest finger. In this round, one question will be read out and contestants will compete to be the first to answer. Each question carries a score of 4 points. When a contestant is ready to answer, they should press the buzzer before they attempt to answer. Answering before pressing the buzzer will disqualify the school from the question. After the buzzer is pressed, the contestant must answer in 3 seconds. If a school gets the question wrong, the 2 remaining schools get to compete to answer. A wrong answer in this round attracts a penalty of 1 point. If you are magnanimous enough to give your other contestants the answer before pressing your buzzer, I wouldn't rule the question out. I only disqualify you and ask them to proceed. If one of them decides to use your answer and it is correct, that is you being the good Samaritan. I hope that's very clear. I hope that's very clear. All right. So, Unique Child, let's test your buzzer. The Youngsters. Oh, okay. And Divine Grace. All right. Let's proceed. The first question. An atom has 4 protons and 5 neutrons in its nucleus. How many positively charged particles are in the atom? The Youngsters.
4.
4 is correct. Spectacles with converging lenses are used by people suffering from
high those who cannot see things that are close. High.
Yes, the other schools. Unique Child.
Short-sightedness.
No. Okay. Long-sightedness. Relax. It's okay. It's okay. I know there are so much expectations from you. It's okay. But then just focus on me. Ignore them. It's okay. Let's enjoy ourselves. It's okay. Let's enjoy ourselves. Okay? All right. A body of mass 80 kilograms is lifted vertically through a distance of 5 meters. Calculate the work done on the body. Divine Grace.
400 joules.
No. Unique Child.
400 joules.
No. $4,000. Acceleration due to gravity 10. Okay. Shall we continue? The part of the plant which connects the anther to the base of the flower is the Youngsters.
Filaments.
That is correct. The fleshy area that holds the ovule is called the Youngsters.
Ovary.
That is correct. What is the shape of the button on the title bar used to close all open windows? Unique.
X.
X is correct. In a school of 940 pupils, the number of girls exceeds the number of boys by 150. How many girls and boys are in the school? The youngsters?
2030 pupils.
No. Unique child.
395 boys and 545 girls.
That is correct. And the last question for this round. The female part of the plant. Yes, the youngsters.
Pistol.
No. Designed for catching pollen is called unique child.
Stigma.
That is correct. And with this, we come to the end of round 2, which are
Our cherished and distinguished alumni and ever supportive stakeholders of our great university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, thank you very much for the privilege and the honor to come your way briefly with a few thoughts on the KNUST Day of Giving. This is a special day to honor, appreciate, and celebrate the hen that laid the golden eggs after 70 years of existence and global impact. On Friday, the 6th of October 2023, we shall all show our appreciation to KNUST by making financial donations to the university towards a noble cause in an innovative online fundraising initiative that is dubbed the KNUST Day of Giving. Our target is to raise 200 million Ghana cedis to build a 2,000 bed space hall of residence at KNUST to solve one of the biggest problems of our students and management: accommodation on campus for students. I am therefore calling on the magnanimity of all alumni, industry and business partners, staff, students, and all friends of KNUST to kindly make financial donations electronically in any major currency on the KNUST Day of Giving. I am extremely pleased to announce to you that you are an automatic champion for this great and noble assignment. Please let us endeavor to rally as many people as possible to create this big supporting wave to make a huge impact on this global
welcome back. At the end of round 2, Divine Grace Academy had -2. The Youngsters International So at the end of round 1, we announced Divine Grace having 15 marks. Right? That was because of the number of questions they got right. But unfortunately, there was one question that is the formula of the area of trapezoid. And you answered true, but it was false. So you lose some marks for that. So at the end of round 1, your total marks was 12 instead of 15. So at the end of round 2, Divine Grace Academy has -2, the Youngsters International School 10, Unique Child International School 10, bringing us a total of Divine Grace Academy 10 marks, the Youngsters International School 35 points, and Unique Child International School 28 points. Don't give up. Don't give up. Prince and then Emmanuel. It's okay. Don't worry. It's part of life. It's okay. So I know Prince and then Chris as well as Kobe and then Shalom are waiting for you to come up so that I give them that tough competition. Hope that's okay. All right. So we'll proceed to, before we go to round 3, we would have a substitution by Divine Grace Academy. We have Michael Saki coming in for Prince. So, Michael, thank you very much, Prince, for having you around. We'll go to round 3. You are young scientists, and it's quite important that we test how much science. Okay. All right. So before we continue with round 3, we would go in for a break from our sponsors and then we continue. Welcome back from that message from our sponsors. So we continue with round 3. In round 3, one question will be given to all schools, and then the school in this round, the question in this round will require contestants to perform a task that will be assessed. The score for this round is 15 points, and contestants will have up to 15 minutes to complete the task. Round 3 is powered by the Dex Science set. Now you can turn over your sheets. You have been provided with a 9-volt battery, a 1.5 volt battery labeled A, the 9-volt battery is labeled V, a resistor labeled R1, 2 transistors labeled EBC, a photodiode D1, and a buzzer labeled Z, as well as a switch K. You have to construct a circuit with the components in the diagram. The diagram has been given to you. Then your task, turn on the key and observe what happens to the buzzer. The second task is cover the photodiode with your hand and observe what happens to the buzzer. Then your related questions, what are your observations in task 1 and task 2? The second related question, account for your observation in task 1 and 2. And then the third one, in what real situation can this experiment be used? I hope that's okay. So kindly check all your components. Does anyone have anything which is not there? You have everything. In the case you have any challenge, kindly raise up your hand and we'll assist you. Is that clear? Okay, so with this, you can start work. So you have 5 minutes more. 5 minutes more. You have 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more. So time up. Kindly write the name of your schools on your sheet. Just write the name and then bring it. And leave your, don't dismantle anything, just leave it as it is. Leave it as it is. And then bring your sheets. Just write the names and bring the sheets. Bring your sheets.
Our cherished and distinguished alumni and ever-supportive stakeholders of our great university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, thank you very much for the privilege and the honor to come your way briefly with a few thoughts on the KNUST Day of Giving. This is a special day to honor, appreciate, and celebrate the hen that laid the golden eggs after 70 years of existence and global impact. On Friday, the 6th of October 2023, we shall all show our appreciation to KNUST by making financial donations to the university towards a noble cause in an innovative online fundraising initiative that is dubbed the KNUST Day of Giving. Our target is to raise 200 million Ghana cedis to build a 2,000 bed space hall of residence at KNUST to solve one of the biggest problems of our students and management: accommodation on campus for students. I am therefore calling on the magnanimity of all alumni, industry and business partners, staff, students, and all friends of KNUST to kindly make financial donations electronically in any major currency on the KNUST Day of Giving. I am extremely pleased to announce to you that you are an automatic champion for this great and noble assignment. Please let us endeavor to rally as many people as possible to create this big supporting wave to make a huge impact on this global KNUST Day of Giving. No donation is too small. Thanks so very much, and do stay blessed for deciding to give to support the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. KNUST Day of Giving. Please do not be left out. Hashtag KNUST Day of Giving. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your experiment. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Anyway, so this afternoon our young scientists were sent to the electronics lab and we wanted to find out if they could do some they could work on some designs for us. And I'm going to explain what I expected from you and then why I am giving you the marks which I have given you. So for the task, if you had completed the circuit, in this case, we know what we are expecting. This is not a case where you are just doing an unknown result, a known experiment. We know what we are expecting. So you are doing some kind of a confirmatory test. So in this case, what we expected is if you should complete the circuit very well, successfully, correctly, you get 4 points. You get a total of 4 points. Now, for the first related task, you are supposed to turn on the key and observe what happens to the buzzer. Okay, then you write your observation, then you cover the LDR with your hand and observe what happens to the buzzer again. So in the related task, where we are asking you what are your observations in tax 1 and 2, for tax 1 and 2, there's no sound from the buzzer in tax 1. There's no sound from the buzzer in tax 1. But in tax 2, there is sound from the buzzer. There is sound from the buzzer. Then the second question was account for your observations in tax 1 and 2. So in tax 1 and 2, what was happening is that the transistors are acting as a NOT logic gate. They're acting as a NOT logic gate, so they were inverting the signal. Hence, when the photodiode is exposed to light, it starts conducting, and then the circuit inverts the output. The buzzer will produce no sound. Okay. Now, in the case where you cover it, the reverse happens. Then what were some of the applications or real-life situations this can be used for? So street lights, automated blinds or curtains, solar-powered systems. We could look at security systems or outdoor lighting. Now you understand why sometimes some lights are there in the evening, they come on by themselves, no one switching. So these are some of the technologies behind them. So today you experimented on that. Now, to what you did. Divine Grace Academy. When I came around, your circuit wasn't done. It wasn't done. But then for participating actively and being part of it, and then attempting, I gave you 1 point for that. With respect to the related questions, unfortunately, you couldn't answer any of them. So I gave you no mark for that. So in total, you got 1 point. Unique child. When I came to test your system, you had completed the circuit all right, but it didn't work as I expected. It didn't work as I expected. However, because the circuit was complete and we hadn't gone through to test what the issue was, I gave you 2 points for that. Then in your observations, as good scientist as you are, yes, you wrote that in tax 1, the buzzer does not sound. So I gave you 2 points for that. But then in tax 2, you said the buzzer still does not work. And that was because from your connection, it wasn't right. So I didn't give you a point for that. Then, to account for your observations in tax 1, you mentioned an electronic switch, the transistor acting as an electronic switch. Not really an electronic switch. In this case, not logic gate. That's what we're expecting from you. However, looking at the application of what you wanted, what you meant, I gave you 1 point for that. So in total, you get 5 points out of 15. The Youngsters International School, you also had the same challenge as Unique Child with respect to your circuit. It didn't work as I expected. But then for your observation, yes, the buzzer doesn't turn on for tax 1. That is correct. So you get 2 points for that. The photodiode has no effect on the buzzer. No, it does. So you won't get a point for that. For the second question, there was no answer. And then for the third one, in what real-life situation can this experiment be used? You mentioned security alarm systems. So you get 4 points for that. So in total, you get 8 points. You get 8 points for that. So at the end of round 3, Divine Grace Academy has 11 points. The Youngsters International School, 43 points. Unique Child International School, 33 points. Now, with this, we go to the last round of the contest. I must say the contest is not over yet, right? And maybe I should remind you of House of Folk slogan. Never say die until the bones are rotten. Right? So you still have opportunities. The youngsters, you have opportunity to continue your run. Unique child, you have the opportunity to catch up. Divine grace, you have the opportunity to catch up. Don't give up. Don't give up. This is not that. Scientists never give up. It's okay. So I hope you would continue with this. So without much ado, we would continue. In this case, I'd use you again as young scientists to help me solve some mysteries in my laboratory. I want you to help me decode some clues. And so I'll read them out as a series of clues. And if you answer the question on the first clue, you get 6 points. On the second, you get 5 points. On the third, 4 points. On the fourth or any after, 3 points. You are to press your buzzer before attempting to answer the question. Failure to press the buzzer before answering disqualifies you from that question and nullifies your answer even if it's correct. For us to proceed, we'll test our buzzers. Unique child, the youngsters, Divine Grace. Okay, so we continue with the first start. And please, my dear audience, at this moment, until I say it is correct or wrong, or I have finished, I don't want to hear any whisper from you. I hope that's clear. Everyone should be quiet and let your hands do the talking. Thank you. I'll use my fingers so that we all be on the same page. I have been around for centuries, but I didn't become popular until the 20th century. Divine Grace.
Cloud.
No. I am used in a variety of applications such as sorting, searching, and cryptography. I am a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. Al-Khwarizmi is the origin of my name. I am often expressed in a programming language. The youngsters. Microsoft is wrong. In a programming language, but I can also be expressed in natural language. My efficiency is measured based on my time complexity and space complexity. Who am I? Unique child.
Computer.
No, very related. It's algorithm. The second set. I am an electronic message that one can receive. More often, I am sent in bulk to many recipients. The youngsters.
An email.
No. Although I am not a service that people voluntarily opt into. Sometimes I'm used to advertise products and services. Unique child.
Spam.
Spam is correct. I encourage lasting relationships among friends and families. To do this, I constantly preach sharing is a virtue, even when the sharing is not done on equal basis. I work among atoms of different elements. I am a chemical bond and fundamental to the chemistry of organic compounds. I am involved in the sharing of electrons between atoms to form molecules. Who am I? Unique child.
Ionic bonding.
No. The youngsters.
Radical.
No. Divine Grace.
Covalent bond. Covalent bond.
Spell it.
CO.
Okay.
CO. V.
That is correct. I just wanted to get what I was hearing right. Is that okay? All right. So the last set for this contest. I am a named law in physics. When you jump, walk, or push something, I am at work. The youngsters?
Energy.
No. In childbirth, we will be called triplets because I have 2 other siblings. Unique child?
Newton's law of motion.
No. I am essential for understanding the behavior of rockets and vehicles. I am the last law of motion. Who am I?
Force of gravity.
No. Does anyone get it now? You don't. We mentioned Newton's laws of motions, and that's the last one, which is the 3rd law of motion. I still don't get it. So that's Newton's 3rd law of motion. And with that, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. And therefore, anything that has a beginning has an end. And so we have come to the end of this contest.
In space are measured in.
Back. Welcome back. I'm very happy with you guys. You guys have done very well. Though the promised ladies didn't come. I won't say anything. Though the promised ladies didn't come. I love to see ladies in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Yes, they inspire me a lot. So I do hope that we'll get more of them involved in this. I congratulate you all for coming in to step in these hot shoes to represent your schools. You have done very well, and being able to answer questions over here amidst the pressure shows that you have done very well. And so you should clap for yourself and you should be proud of yourself. Is that okay? You should be proud of yourselves. You have done very well. Okay. It doesn't mean I don't love you. I love you very much. I love you very much. You're okay. All right. So at the end of the contest, Divine Grace Academy has 14 points. Unique Child International School, 36 points. Youngsters, last year you were here, and you lost in the qualifiers. And this time, you have qualified with 46 points. And we'll be meeting in Kumasi. Congratulations to the Youngsters International School. And then congratulations again to Divine Grace Academy and Unique Child International School. I have been your quiz moderator, Dr. Linus Kekulabek.